Hey guys, welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to take a look at a really unique and cool figure from Trendmasters. I'm talking about none other than Dexter's Laboratory bird ship. Now this was released in the early 2000s. I can't remember which, when at the top of my head. I'll try to look for answers in the bird, but there's nothing. So anyway, really cool ship. It has a figure inside, and as you can see, it looks very, very awesome. Now, this ship reminds me of whenever I see it, it reminds me of a falcon or a hawk, not just any bird, but well, that's okay with me. And it also reminds me a lot of Blue Falcon. If you're a Hanna-Barbera fan, you ought to know him. He's Dynomutt's master. It kind of reminds me of Blue Falcon a lot, and G-Force due to the translucent beak. Now this ship is exactly almost 7 inches tall, so it's a little bit taller than a Marvel Legends figure. But it looks, like I said, it looks really cool, and this is a multifunctional toy because it has a lot of bells and whistles. So I'll get to the accessories first. The paws are actually missiles that can be fired if you press these buttons on the sides of the legs, and they fire out like so. This one decided to jam on me. There we go. Now let me pick them up because one of them fell. There's another look at the bird ship. Now that I mentioned it, I haven't seen any orange and yellow birds, but well, okay, that's cool to do with me. And I also can't remember at the top of my head. I'm having a difficult time remembering if this ship actually was on any episode of the Dexter's Laboratory cartoon, but even if it wasn't, I don't care. I'm really glad I got this figure. I got it a long time ago, and it's one of my favorite childhood toys. It's got a stress mark on the left wing, so I try not to move that one a lot. You can unassemble the bird ship to reveal the figure inside. You can remove the tail, then remove the head with the beak, and I'll show you the eye detailing is amazing in this figure. Translucent beak, painted green. It's a pain in the ass to remove the head and the beak because it's another pain in the ass to place it back on, but I'm doing it for you guys. So you just split these pieces apart, and it reveals our man Dexter. Now, Dexter was one of my favorite childhood cartoons from Cartoon Network. I really loved it. I loved his gimmicks and his inventions, the vehicles he had. They were all great. I also have the Dex robot, but it's missing a leg. I can't seem to find it, but whenever I do, I'll make a review on it. Okay, you can take the Dexter figure out, and it looks really grumpy and kind of angry. And the articulation is actually limited on this figure. He's got a semi-swivel head, swivel shoulders, and swivel legs. But whenever I see him, it looks like I'm seeing the cartoon version of him. It's like he came out of the TV screen onto the real world. It's got great detailing, the lab coat, the little hair here, the lenses are very well detailed, the purple gloves, the boots, which cover most of his legs, the eyebrows. It's very well detailed, and the figure is 2 inches tall. So yeah, Dexter's a short guy. We all know it, but that doesn't mean he's not cool. Now for the rest of the ship, here we have the legs and the piece where Dexter fits in. We have the kind of a backpack thingy. The wings can't be moved all the way up to this position. And that's basically just about it. Let me assemble it once again for you guys. Like I said, you can fit him here, no problem. just assemble the missing pieces so we can fit him in the ship again. Oh, I forgot. You can also use, if you want, although it's goofy looking, the bird's head and place it over Dexter's head like a G-Force-ish helmet. It looks goofy and dorky and whatever you want, but you can still do it if you feel like it. It's your figure, after all. If you're one of the lucky few to have this figure, I said again, you should consider yourself to be very lucky, because I looked this figure up online, and the price rate is between $75 and $130. So, like I said, if you have this one, consider yourself a very lucky person, because it is expensive as hell. And now I'm having trouble closing the sections. Kind of, I think. I'm not sure. I planned this to be a short review, but as always, the figures don't cooperate with me when I need them most. So there we go. I hope I can get it right this time. But the good thing is you can get to be part of the transforming process or assembling process. And I recommend you not to keep changing this figure on and off, because you might break some parts of the figure, and they're really hard. Some are really hard to replace. Like I showed you the stress mark on my left wing. The problem with this is that it's kind of top heavy, so you can't always stand him up correctly. But here is final look at the figure. A very, very nice figure. Definitely buy it if you can find it. I tend to say this quite a few times, but if it's expensive, this figure is definitely worth it. You won't regret the expense. I highly recommend this figure, and I've looked for reviews of this figure, and I'm kind of glad and sad to see I'm the only one reviewing this. So I got mixed feelings about this matter. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, take care, and may the force be with us all. Later.